Hi there, good to see you. This is a November demo for columns. Every month we record a demo video to show most recent changes and progress we made on columns. In this session, I'm going to show you three things. First, personalize the settings on your profile page. Second, a few different new added charts. Third, using box plot as a demo to show the wizard we added to help you to quickly generate the query on columns together with AI templates as well. Let's go. Let's look at the personalized settings. After you sign in the columns, just go to your profile page. Profile page organized all the statistics, information for your account, and your activities. Here, I specifically want to call out there is a Slack connection button here. This is very useful if you want using one click to share your visual story to your Slack channel. Just follow the wizard to connect your Slack team and channel. You can change the default channel anytime by copying the channel ID and paste it here. So now let's look at the preference. Preference is all the default settings we want to enable for you, so you don't need to change it every time when you create a new visual story. This is basically the default values you set. It includes the font families, font color, font size, as well as the palette you can customize. No matter how many different number of bucket you want to have in your palette, you can just slide in them. And for every single bucket, you can specify the colors you like. So you can really build in a blend colors for yourself. Now let's show you a few new added chart types on columns. Go to creation mode. First, let's choose a data set we have. And based on data set, you can see we have a few new chart types. One of them is radar, and the other one is box plot. And we also added another two different layouts in line and tree. One is dot, the other one dot plot, the other one is tree map. Let's take a look at them. Based on the AI templates, just select one, start with, and we can see this is the radar plot. Just click. Like every other chart, you can just basically click and customize this color, or using the settings for the overall general style for the whole canvas. Or you can go to generate a tree. In the tree, we have new added type is tree map. So it's part of the tree type, but it basically has two different layout type. One is tree map, the other one I call it tree ring. For the line plot, it's similarly, you can basically just click the line, and you can see we have three different line types. If nothing is specified, by default is line, if it's area, or it's a dot. This is a dot plot. You may want display values sometimes. For the last one, box plot, I'm going to show you in an end-to-end demo, so we can share a box plot. As you may notice that already, once we connected a data set, we not only generated the templates, but also if you intentionally want to see some box plot and the current query doesn't support that, it will generate the pop-up, basically, the wizard for you to quickly fill some column selections, and very quickly we can get the values for that. For example, here you can see it tells you to make a box plot. You need 5 metrics: mean value, max value, median value, first quantile, third quantile, for every single key. Let's take a look. The reason why we see this kind of results is because all of our values, generated and the same, because this data set has 2 less values. Let's swap to another one. For example, this data set, we go to columns as well, and we choose box plot. But here we can just choose an amount. This has a lot more values. And let's use in break down by category 1, say. As you can see, this is much better because every different key, they really have a range there: mean value, max value, median, and first quantile, third quantile. For the box plot, you can basically see you don't need to manually edit in all these metrics. Of course, you can if you want. You can keep copying and just change application function for that. If you know how to make a box plot, you probably will know. Choose mean, max, first quantile, median, and the third quantile. And if you want to break it down by the key, then choose a key. So now I also want to show you a little bit more about styling. So choose this. We can, it's no difference than any other. You choose the item and you get the settings for that. Text, title, yeah. So the things I think is different is we introduced the gradient colors for background. So rather, just a single color, you can basically get gradient colors. This is degree, and this is like beginning color and end color, and we generate linear gradient out of it. For example, if you choose green, and the last one, let's choose red, light red. And if you move, the degrees, you can see how the gradients changes for your canvas. In this case, let's just using single color now. So let's go ahead and save it. Let's say this is box plot. Save it. Remember that I showed you the Slack connections? You can just one click to show the whole story to your Slack. Or after you save in, you can share it anytime. For example, you can share it here. As long as you have Slack connected, this icon will show up and you can click with one click to share to Slack. For me, this share to my configured Slack, such as here. You can see this is exactly what we just demoed. And if your data, story, do I have any public one? I don't have any public one. If I share this, make it public. Select public to everybody to view, and you got the unique, the visual story page. Here you can see that as well. We have the Slack sharing. Same thing. Once you click that, it will share to your Slack channel to involve your team member to look or discuss. I hope you like it. I think this is all my November updates. If I missed anything, I will lower it to the next month. Thank you so much to watch this.